So, do you think we obviously need competition? There can't be one that rules them all in terms of how people access content. At the moment, we have a very heavily curated store. In the early days, there was Oculus Share and Steam. There were easy ways to distribute a lot of experiential demos and prototypes for people to play around with and experiment what was good in VR, what worked, what didn't work. Do you think that we're perhaps moving back towards that with some of the newer devices coming to market?
Well, from experience with the Vive Focus, for instance, Vive has their own marketplace that they're putting in place, but they're not closing the door to, for instance, Steam VR. They're working directly with the Steam VR streaming. So that's really good because it gives you the option to be able to have multiple marketplaces. It is quite annoying to have a device only hooked to one marketplace and not be able to do anything else with it. Is it going to be the trend on the market? I think it will. I think we're going to see as many marketplaces as there is of devices. It'd be nice if it wasn't the case, but and marketplaces like most likely the Meta one are going to be exclusive to Meta devices because they don't care. So it's a trend that is not going to be.
Yeah, it's definitely following the path of mobile, and having an Android store versus an iOS store, right? So, definitely going down that path. And, if we think about kind of like games in its earlier life, you had platforms like Windows, right, which were very much open. And you could install any software, in those environments. And there was basically zero curation. It was really just kind of marketing directly to consumers and buying software. So, obviously, I think that kind of opens up the opportunity for, greater accessibility of software. But I think that, even with what, Oculus has kind of attested to, through their GDC talk just a few weeks ago, low content quality doesn't necessarily just create content attrition. It also can create platform attrition, right? So bad experience equals not just loss for a particular game or particular piece of content, but also loss for the entire platform potentially, and providing that end user a bad experience. So, while we can be a little bit critical about closed content ecosystem, I think that there's also a little bit of strategy in there, making sure people have good onboarding experiences.
Absolutely. I mean, I think we see, if we call VR a new medium, then people coming to VR for the first time, if they had a bad experience, then they're going to write VR off. They're not going to go, oh well, I didn't like that experience, but maybe I'll like a different one. It's like watching TV.
Yeah, I always wonder, how far did cardboard push us back? Like, did that cause a multi-year pushback from kind of the consumer market from giving this another try? Right? Like that's kind of where my head's at on that.